that the project would get this big. Made the windows a little bit higher for making the doorways through. Another regret I had is being so off-grid and starting out with just bare bones, happy to have a light. I have no wiring thought out, so I've got a lot of exposed wiring that I regret. I wished I could have hidden in the walls and done away with more. But as I added on, I didn't have to worry about hitting wires when I cut into walls. And now the last and the final addition is now going to be this 6x12 finishing up on right now. Took out the window here, moved it to the back wall. When I get married, I thought it'd be nice if she could have some of her own space. My bride can put her little craft table under the window here and have a view out the window and do a little sewing and some clothes storage and stuff. So I'm still in the process of finishing this. Current search, I'm looking for a good deal on some wood flooring for the finished floor and just putting up the pine right now, finishing the inside off. I thought everything was just about dialed in perfect, and I said, well, but that 4-foot porch wasn't enough. So then the porch got booted out 4 more feet, so it's 8x12. It's just a winter cold season type porch. It's roofed over, it's got no insulation, just windows. That is an awesome fridge too.
Got a nice little space out here. It's almost like an entryway, a cold storage entryway kind of.
It is. It's nice out here in the summer to open up all the windows. It makes a nice place to get in, stomp your boots off and cool stuff off in the winter when you're cooking and want to set some food out. I heat solely with wood. It's my only heat source. I'm blessed again that I can cut wood on the property close by. So I like to have about 3 years worth of wood always sitting around stocked up.
Before Shopify, were you wondering where are my sales at? But now you're selling with Shopify. You're easily selling online, in person, and beyond. Discover how millions of entrepreneurs use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/YouTube audio.
I volunteered for something. I just loved it.
Now I do use solar. I've done nothing high tech. Everything I did again was simple, kind of low budget. Started out with just this simple Harbor Freight setup. 4 of these panels I think are about 80 watts, maybe 100, whereas one of these is now 100 and 200 watts on some of these. So I had started with just one set of these, and then over time as I went from weekending it to living year-round, and I've been living off-grid full-time here for 5 years now. I picked up one of these at a garage sale, and there's another set over here. This is the other second set of solar panels I have, and with all the panels together hooked up that I have 400 watts of charging power. This set is actually on a little turntable, which is just a pipe stuck in the ground with a pipe frame above it. You know, I can chase the sun, I'll catch the morning sun, and as the day goes on, if I'm not going to be around, I just leave it set for afternoon sun. These charge really great in sunny weather, and not so much cloudy weather, where the Harbor Freight ones actually charge fairly good in cloudy weather, so the mix is working out real well. The wires from the panels are just buried underground over to the cabin. The tower that I have serves me 2 purposes. One, I don't pay for TV. I get just what I can draw off the air free, and I do get about 15 channels. So the tower was put up for my TV antenna. And also the drawback was, with the metal roof on all the building, I couldn't get a cell phone signal real well. Bought a home cell phone booster, which is actually another antenna mounted on the tower that draws the signal in from the outside, goes to an inside antenna and boosts it. So now I get nice cell anywhere. And that booster, again, it's a 110 volt booster plugged into an inverter that runs off my solar. My solar panels are all hooked up into this charge controller. Currently, right now, we're at 12.6 volts. I can monitor that right there. Then I have a small inverter here, which I turn on, and that turns on the booster for my cell phone. So when I turn that on, right now the only 12 volt I'm using, I'm converting to 110 for my cell phone, for my booster to get good signal in here with the metal roof. If I want to watch TVs, then I turn on that one. TVs draw a little bit of juice even when you're not using them. So that way it allows me to switch off. I've got a TV here and I've got a TV in the living room. If I'm not watching TV but just using the phone, I'll have that switch that way. So that just kills the power to those, to this. Sure, there's going to be people pick apart some of the stuff I've done. It's not to code, it's not right. All my life I've been told I'm living in a free country and I'm just doing what works good for me. That goes into what this box is. I've got one side labeled inverter.